let's say you're a person that tries to hover for a flashlight or a sabotage play. If you only get the save 10, 20, 30% of the time or less, I wouldn't say stop hovering. You need a little bit more practice, or better positioning or different perks. But just know that if you don't get the save like 50% of the time you're hovering, you're probably going to be part of the reason gens don't get done as fast, right? And why the killer might have more pressure in some of the games he does. Not necessarily a bad thing. If you want to get better, I understand. But if you don't really see an improvement in your like save percentages, you might need to change something up. Usually in perk choice, like let's say you don't have background player and you just can't get in front of the, you know, like the save fast enough. I think you should wiggle. Then you might want to check out background player sprint burst. If your trouble always seems to be like, yeah, I'm running background player and I get my sprint, but I'm just never able to get in front of the killer. Well, it's probably a positioning problem. You probably need a little bit more practice in terms of understanding where the killer's probably going to pick up when they get it down. A lot of it is understanding how a killer plays and what they're thinking and positioning during the chase while not getting caught, so then that way you have a better chance at getting the save. You just need more practice. But I would say normally, like if you're wondering if you hovering for a save is worth it, if you're getting a save like 60, 70, 80% of the time, whether it be like Sabo for the people, Wiglif for the people, flashlight or flashbang save. Yeah, I mean, you're doing pretty good with like an 80% save ratio. It's almost always going to be worth it for you to hover. I mean, the 20, 30% of the time that you're not getting the save, so what? You know, the 70% of the time you do, it's outweighing it over the course of like different matches. And if you're able to, part of that too is if you're able to identify when a killer, I think that's a save, right? Yeah. I think that's a good example right there. I didn't run in right away. I gauged my distance. I could tell that he wasn't looking around for somebody. He was standing right here, right? He wasn't looking around for somebody during reload. So I knew as soon as he was done reloading, there was a good chance he was going to pick up. So I just ran early enough so I could get the flashbang save. Hopefully all that made sense. We were kind of getting a save while explaining, but that's how I always view it. If you can get a save the majority of the time, it'll weigh out. And if the killer looks like there's somebody who's really paranoid and you've already tried to save twice and you failed because you got spotted out, just stop hovering for the round. Also, the minute somebody gets injured, you should not be leaving a generator from across the map unless they're like death hook or something. Sometimes you got to let people get hooked.